Hello, welcome back to another video. This video is about my brother splitting my head open. So, this was when we had first moved to Hawaii, and, we had gotten a new babysitter, and this babysitter, her name was Christina. We had just gone to 7-Eleven, and so I picked out Pocky, the little chocolate sticks. I really liked those, and my brother had picked out some gum, I think, or Skittles or something like that. And so this was when I was, I think, maybe 8. We were playing in her exercise room, and she had a yoga ball, and to children that's always fascinating. And so we started playing with the yoga ball, and Christina had to do some laundry. So me and my brother were throwing it back and forth and having a good time. We were playing some catch with it and seeing who could throw it the hardest and trying to bounce it and stuff. And so eventually I got a little tired, and I had bent down to pick up my Pocky, and I was going to take a bite. And so I picked up my Pocky, I bent down, and then I kind of looked forward and looked up at my brother, and he had thrown the yoga ball. And so it was kind of like a slow motion. It was like coming towards me, but basically the yoga ball hit my face and sent me and my head flying back to a corner which was behind me. And that corner was pure rock. It was just a rock corner. Literally, it was inside of a house, but it was decorated as a bunch of rocks cemented together. And they were not sanded down. They weren't smooth either. So my head just smashed the back of the corner of this wall, and I had a huge gash down the back of my head. So I hit the back of it, and I wasn't fully aware what was happening. I was kind of dizzy and disoriented, and so I got up, and I had a headache like that quickly, and I was like just kind of dizzy and numb. And my brother starts freaking out. He's looking at me, and he's just like, "Oh my God, I don't know what to do." And he goes and gets Christina, and she comes over and she's freaking out. She's like, "Hold this to the back of your head." And I was like, "Why?" And so I put my fingers on the back of my head, and I looked at them, and they were covered in blood, and didn't feel it still, but panic. What do you do in that moment? You panic, panic, panic. All right. I just started bawling my eyes out, and what ended up happening was, so she called my mom. She was like, what do I do, and we were driving to the hospital, but my sister needed to be picked up from school, so she just had me hold an ice pack and a paper towel to the back of my head and apply pressure. But yeah, that's the story. I was sitting in the car while we were waiting for my sister to get out of class, and she kept looking back. She's like, don't fall asleep, you're gonna not remember anything. And to be honest, I don't think I fell asleep, but I don't remember exactly what happened. I just remembered being in the doctor's office with my dad afterwards, and they asked me if I wanted stitches, staples, or glue. And once again, panic, panic, panic. I just started crying again. My dad was like, no, it's not going to hurt. You're not going to feel it. Blah, blah, blah. But I got my head glued back together, and sometimes to this day I can still feel it. So that's my story.